Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to the channel. This is Musacaleb here. Wow, what a privilege. Let me first of all start with expression of gratitude to all the subscribers, those that have gone ahead to share, and to numbers of viewers. In fact, we are making a move together. Remember, this is a collective work towards raising a lot of destinies, because a lot of people come to this world and just left without noticing, because they did not allow their potential to be exercised. They think they have to always look up to others, not knowing they themselves, they have a great things that they can deposit to the world. Now, as we continue, let's take this thought. It said that imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. That is, as you imagine greatness in your life, as you imagine possibilities in your life, as you think power, as you think success, you will attract it. And secondly, he said that decide what you want. Believe you can have it. Believe you deserve it. And believe it's possible for you. And then close your eyes every day for several minutes and visualize having what you already want. Feeling the feelings of already having it. Come out of that and focus on what you are already grateful for. And then really enjoy it. Then go into your day and release it to the universe. And trust that the universe will figure out how to manifest it. Here, decide what you want. Believe it's possible for you. Because without you deciding, if you allowed the masses to decide for you, guess how? They will decide to what they like best. And if you want the society to choose for you, they will always tilt you towards a side that will confuse you. But you decide for greatness, sign in your name for prosperity. Don't allow the great things deposited in your mind, whether it is family that have talked you down, whether it is community that have tried to pull you down. Remember, you come alone and God has created you with a deposit of great possibilities. Now, the success we are talking about is about working along together with lots of people. Today, we are going to take chapter 10, which is very, very important. I want to call everyone to draw close attention. Listen very good, and you will do a great way by listening and come back to listen to this topic. He said that chapter 10, the power of the mastermind, the driving force. The power of the mastermind, the driving force. Now, the next step towards riches. Power is essential for success in the accumulation of money. Plans are earnest. Plans are earnest and useless without sufficient power to translate them into action. This chapter will describe the method by which an individual may attain and apply power. Power may be defined as organized and intelligently directed knowledge. Power, as the term is here used, refers to organized effort sufficient to enable an individual to transmute desire into its monetary equivalents. Organized effort is produced through the coordination of effort of two or more people who work towards a definite end in a spirit of harmony. Organized effort is produced through the coordination of effort of two or more people who work together to a definite end in a spirit of harmony. Now, this is about selfless unity, about selfless cooperation. Two people work together at any meeting, at any gathering where 2 or 3 people or 5 has gathered. There is a presence of an invisible being, the great universal mind himself. They have tapped to the storehouse of infinite intelligence. They have tapped into the memory of the infinite intelligence and the great minds that have ruled this world. Let me throw this quote as you proceed. He said that small minds talk about people. Small and chicken minds talk about people. But great minds talk about ideas. Great mind that will transform the society where they live. Great possibility that they will figure out. They always talk about ideas. What is the idea that you have? And what is the idea that I have? When we are working in a spirit of harmony, you won't clamp down on my idea and say it's worthless. I won't clamp down on an idea and say it's worthless. But we see a way that we can work towards it to harmonize it so that we will put a better use to it. He said that power is required for the accumulation of money. Power is necessary for the retention of money after it has been accumulated. Let us ascertain how power may be acquired. If power is organized knowledge, let us examine the sources of knowledge and infinite intelligence. This source of knowledge may be contacted through the procedure described in another chapter with the aid of creative imagination and infinite knowledge. This is where I will explain it in the best way. Don't ever think that you are walking alone in this life. Don't ever think that you are alone in whatever religion, whatever your belief. You have a higher belief, a higher being that you subscribe to. You have a higher being that you look up unto, you cast your prayer to, or you offer your sacrifice unto. Now you believe the higher being will aid you because you are mortal, human, you are limited in some capacity. But now when you believe and you throw out yourself to the higher being, he come in with more strength, he come in with sufficient power and with sufficient grace that will enable you achieving what you have. Now the infinite intelligence, Christian, we call it God Almighty. Now other religions, Hindus and Buddha and Islam, they have different language they call it unto being. Even the traditional worshippers, they have what they call it unto be. But we ultimately believe as human, we must contact it through creative imagination. When you walk out of the noisy environment, for you to think creative thinking, you can't think that in a noisy environment. To think a creative thing, you can't think that in a society whereby noise and pollution are going round. You must have a quiet moment. You must retrace your step. You must have a retreat. Whether you go to a beach or you go to a hotel that you will rent a room only you in a quiet moment, or in the early hour of morning when men are sleeping around 4 or 5, you wake up and have creative imagination. Think of what you want to bring out to the society. What do you want to offer to the world that will benefit them in a positive way? Then, number 2, we are looking at accumulated experience. The accumulated experience of man, or that portion of it which has been organized and recorded, may be found in any well-equipped public library. An important part of this accumulated experience is taught in public school and colleges, where it has been classified and organized. Now, this is about those authors that they have written a lot of books. They pour out their mind into it. And once you can tap onto this, you read, you can get more knowledge. Now it's all about, and secondly, it's called experiment or research. In the field of science and in the practically every other walk of life, men are gathering, classifying, and organizing new facts. So now, by the time you have gathered all this and you compile them together, you will succeed in the field of your endeavor. So we will put a stop here. Please do well to subscribe. This is the key things about you getting a first-hand knowledge. Whenever I release a new video, YouTube will notify you, and then you will be able to share along with others. My name remains Musacaleb, and the title of the page is called Renewed Mindset with Musacaleb. See you next. Thank you.